Hey guys, Drifter here. I have a confession to make, which is that I'm an addict, and I have been for a while now, though I'm not addicted to drugs, or gambling, or even to Japanese cartoons, but I'm shamelessly, hopelessly, deeply addicted to the finals, which is the gameplay that you're watching right here. I am absolutely head over heels in love with this game, and that's a problem because it's actually interfering with my ability to cover Call of Duty. Like the addiction is interfering with the work, and when something you desire to do interferes with your life, that's almost the exact definition of an addiction. So today I am, of course, going to talk a little bit about the finals, but this isn't really a game analysis video like I normally do. It's actually just going to be me here vibing on the finals while talking about a little personal update, a little health update, and some things going on the back end of the channel and discussing future content. So it's almost like a little mini personal update. First things first, let's start with a positive health update. As of the time you see this video, I will be almost exactly 1 month out from finishing my second round of treatment for tick-borne illnesses. And so far, it's gone very well. My body is feeling much more normal again in several key ways, and just sort of subjectively, I feel more like a regular person. I can thermoregulate my temperatures a little bit better. The bad mood swings seem to be gone, so hopefully in the near future I can go back to being a more social person. My sleep quality has improved greatly as of at least my little bit of Fitbit tracking here. The Fitbit says that my sleep quality's gone way up, so that's a good thing. I'm actually able to gain a little bit of muscle in my arms and forearms and legs and back, whereas previously I was just working out and not really getting any stronger. Perhaps most importantly, recovery times for injuries and strains and other little ailments seem much closer to normal. Getting a cold doesn't blow me up for 3 weeks. Spraining a finger or an ankle doesn't take me out for 6 months. You know, it's nothing insane or extreme like it used to be. It's recovering maybe on the weaker end of normal. My back is improving too. You've seen a lot more videos here on the channel where I'm sitting up. I have been sitting at the big computer, not the bed computer, playing a little bit more games, which is fun. But the back is also allowing me to lay on my side again. I've spent 2 years not being able to lay on my side more than a minute, maybe 2 minutes, without getting weeks of pain. How stupid is it that if you laid on your side for 3 minutes, you could be completely out in mind-numbing pain for 3 weeks? That's gone, and I can lay on my side now. I have to practice the time, I have to get better and build up, but I'm back to, like, I have another rest position, thank God. And most relevant to this video, my hands, I think, are finally starting to get better. You may have noticed I've been gaming a lot, especially those of you on the Discord community, because I have my Steam and Battle.net and everything linked. You can publicly see me playing games there. But I've been gaming a lot more and with a lot less consequence. So unless my perceptive abilities deceive me, I think that's what's known as progress. And I'm not planning, this is like a little health update. I'm planning like a bigger video like 2 or 3 months from now, because if the treatment I took did not kill all of the tick-borne bacteria, then it could take some time to come back, and that time being about 2 or 3 months from now. And if that happens, I'll just get sick all over again. So I'm gonna try not to give a good news update until maybe, I don't know, August or September. And if I'm still feeling good then maybe I'll call it and say we finally did it. You know, we beat the thing, we're doing better. But for now, I'm just focused on PT, getting better, gaming more, and it's all so far going very well. So I think that's all for the good news update, but relevant to the hands improving, as I said, I've been playing a lot more FPS games because I can. And that's just been an absolute godsend for my happiness and mental health. It just feels great to be me again, to be the person that I want to be, and to be able to play games properly. And the game that's been taking up by far the most of my time is the finals. I just absolutely love every single thing about this game, and I've missed no opportunity to join in the early capture sessions or try to promote it here on the channel, hoping that it would get more popular, but unfortunately it's struggling, which is depressing because I think the finals is the most innovative FPS game since Overwatch 1. In short, this game has excellently designed weapons, the gunplay is really good, the gunfights are all excellent, the core gameplay loop of combat, then evasion when you're the last person on your team, stealth, navigating the map, parkour, destroying the equipment. All of this is like a masterpiece in game design. I think all the maps in this game are nothing shy of beautiful, and it's extremely impressive how they're all destructible and interactable on the server, so everybody sees the same destruction, which is just nuts to me. The core ranked game mode of 3v3v3 cash out multi-team is really unique. I don't really see that anywhere else, especially with all these other features. And I shouldn't say things like this. I'm gonna get flamed because this is YouTube. But I even found most of the cosmetics in the finals to be extremely fun. I mean, right now you're watching gameplay of me hitting people in the face with CDs from the 1990s that say Scotty's Mixtape, because I spent $5 to swap out my throwing knives with CDs that I can just fling at people. So on that note, on the topic of CDs, the soundtrack is pretty fire too. A lot of it's like synthwave, retro wave, so that's all up my alley. So for me, this whole game is just a straight up vibe. It's everything I like, everything I love, all in one place, and it's all that I want to be doing with my spare time, which is a problem because I should be focusing more on COD because that's kind of my bread and butter. But because of all of those factors combined, I found it very hard to motivate myself to go play Modern Warfare 3 as much as I should be playing it. I should be rebuilding skills, mastering, covering content, but I'm like, what if I go zip around the map and hit people with CDs? Oh, that's much more tempting. Even XDefiant is getting put on the back burner, and that's a game I was initially very excited about it. I'm kind of, and this is something you shouldn't confess, it sounds really bad, I'm kind of turning those games on for work. Like when I'm on COD or XDefiant, that's work time, that's go time. But anytime I've got a little bit of extra downtime, I've got a little bit of extra hand width, haha, you like that pun? It's not bandwidth, it's hand width. J-Hub's favorite is hand jobs, because he does jobs with his hands that I can't do. That's a totally complicated thing. Anyway, it's usually, anytime I have any extra hand width or downtime, it goes straight into the finals. That's like right what I'm like beaming in for. And that actually perfectly transitions into the little channel update that I promised you in the intro. I'm tentatively planning a lot more content in the coming months. I'm basically going to try to scale the content to fit whatever my health will allow, which since it seems to be improving, I'm thinking I can scale the content with it. Try not to burn myself out. I can't burn myself out. That's no good. I'm planning to cover Black Ops 6 very thoroughly all the way through launch. If anything is going to bring me back to Call of Duty to get me interested in it again, it's going to be Black Ops 6 and Omni Movement. I'm not going to lie, as much as I love the finals and all this kind of stuff, Black Ops 6 and Omni Movement is genuinely very interesting and enticing to me. So I hope it's really good. I'm going to cover the devil out of it. I'm planning some content around XDefiant Season 1. I'm going to try to stream it when it launches. I'm going to try to get into ranked in that game, which is what I'm the most interested in instead of public matches. But I'm so painfully underleveled. I feel like I'm going to be outclassed just by everybody else's ability to outkit me. There's some more topical videos in the works. I've decided to kind of scale those back and go for like 2 a month on those. We're not going to go too heavy on the topical videos because they're actually bad for the algorithmic ranking of the channel, but we've got another Fake News 101 in the works. We've got some other tech law things in the work. I'm actually looking at my board over here and I see like 3 or 4 of them floating around, so those will be coming in the next months. And my general goal is to do 2 videos a week, Monday and Friday, you know, approximately, maybe some quicker, lower effort, like commentary style ones in the middle. I have some new shorts planned. I'm going to try to do 1 short a week. Most of those I think are going to either be IRL stuff or maybe news. I don't know how many of them are going to be gaming. And on that note, as of me sitting down and recording this video and having not taken 1 single step towards enacting this plan, as if I'm just going to summon it from thin air, I'm planning to stream more on YouTube again like I was doing like 8 years ago. Now, with these hands and this bodily limitation nonsense I've got going on, I'm probably only going to be able to stream like 1 hour at a time, which I'm a little bit worried about because YouTube streams are predicated on you getting a lot of views on that video to bump up your channel ranking. And if you don't go a long time, that often doesn't happen. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I do plan to stream more. And, you know, it's great for engagement. I can re-upload some of the highlights of the videos, perhaps. I'm going to work on some chat emotes and some features for the YouTube stream. And the thing that I'm worried about, probably more than my ability to just set everything up and manage a schedule, is that it's going to be super embarrassing for people to see how I play, though. So you've been watching me play the finals, and if you haven't noticed, I've mostly not been using like guns, not like hit scans where you have to aim. Because in the times that I am aiming, it's a little rough. My skills have eroded. I want to say a little bit, but honestly, it's a lot. My aim is pure hot dog water. My ability to navigate control schemes is very poor. It's not nearly as fluid as it used to be. You can see me kind of doing the new player thing where I'm like thinking about the buttons I'm gonna hit, like what does X do, what does this 1 2 3, like because I don't play enough for it to be fluid or natural. I mean, even in the game you're watching here, you've probably seen me fumble with some of the equipment and some of the jumps and just straight up wrong button presses. And when it comes to FPS games, I'm probably a silver elo player now, which is a shame. I got up to Plat 1 in TFT. I got 8 LP away from Emerald and just fell down like Lucifer fallen from heaven, just plummeting into elo hell. But as far as FPS games go, I probably play it like a very casual, like silver elo level, which is, for my pride, very painful, because in the past, I used to think I wasn't very good at video games. I didn't realize how actually good at video games or shooting games I was, because I was always comparing myself to pro players and other super sweaty streamers, most of whom are like 15 years younger than myself. And now when I see how I'm playing now and go back comparing to a video like 3 or 4 years ago, it's like, man, you just didn't appreciate what you had going on at the time. So I'm keenly aware of the skills that I've lost, and I know it's going to be a very not good look when I get on stream and you guys see all the really crappy gameplays I go through to get like one good one, or if that even happens. But to keep a good perspective, I'm just glad to be able to play games at all these days. I'm glad to hopefully be on the other end of this, to be chasing the light at the end of the tunnel. I think it's good times ahead. So I hope this was a positive update for all of you. It felt that way for me. And I hope something massively turns around with the finals. One of the big problems with this game is that as great as I think it is, and as popular as it was, I don't know, 6 months to a year ago, it's fallen off really hard. It had this insane popularity, this insane fall off. The player count isn't very high. So I'm hoping the player count for some reason explodes and grows exponentially, and the YouTube and streaming audiences are suddenly like 10 times more interested in it, because I know my audience really isn't, so that I have an excuse to come over here and play the finals instead of doing work on other games, because that's what I'm addicted to. I want to feed that addiction, but I don't think things are going to go that way. As much as it pains me to say, to give up on something that I love and I've enjoyed, I think I'm going to have to focus up more on COD and XDefiant in the near future and not focus on the finals. I can't fix all of the finals problems here on the YouTube channel, so I just got to focus on what I can manage, and that's what I'm going to do. Maybe. If I can beat this addiction to flying around the map and destroying things and zooting around really fast, if I can beat this addiction, I'll be covering other games, I swear. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little update and this just basically vibing video. Oh my god, I almost forgot something really cool. There is going to be new Drifter merchandise in the future. I haven't sold merch in like 7 years, but we're coming out with a new line later this summer, maybe early in the fall. It's going to be in a partnership with NeonGrizzly.com, who you may know as the store that supplies internet comment etiquette with shirts like This Cease Your Investigations or the Gay Frogs and some of the crazier merchandise that I wear. I absolutely love it. I love the bright colors. I love the wild art and stuff like that. So I've partnered with them. I've got some less conservative Drifter designs coming up, some pretty wild ones that I can't wait to show off. I hope that you guys love as well, and we'll have a more formal reveal of that in a couple of months. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.